Hi friends, welcome. It's Sheila and I'm out here for my walk. I was going to do a clean video. I've got plenty of cleaning to do in my kitchen and I was going to do that for today, but I feel like I need to explain some things, especially why I've been gone this past week, why I haven't posted any content. But I watched Chrissy's live stream today, and by the way, I'm recording this on Wednesday. So I hopped on it halfway through her live stream, so I missed the very beginning part of it. So after the stream, I went back and rewatched it and realized how deep it got. And April's not my favorite month of the year, and partly is, well, like what's been happening with a lot of my friends. And I'm not asking for any kind of sympathy or anything like that, but my heart goes out to my friends who have lost a loved one. And at first it was just like one or two, and then before I knew it, there's quite a few friends who's had recently lost loved ones. And it reminds me, it just reminded me that this month of April, it has been 12 years this month that my mom passed away. And like I said, I'm not asking for any kind of sympathy. I already know that all of your love is right here with me. I can feel it as I'm walking in this beautiful sunshine by the lake. See, I'm by the lake. But I know I let things get to me too much. I take things to heart too easily. But my heart was going out to all of my friends, because I know what it's like to lose a loved one, a mom, especially at this time of the year in the spring where everything is budding out and flowers are blooming and all of that. So that's kind of what put me into a bit of a funk this week. I know Monday I wasn't feeling well, so I didn't do the live stream on Monday because I legitimately had a sinus headache and was not well. You gotta love allergy season. But when I get a news about another loved one, and one of my dear close friends that I used to work with, I hadn't heard from her for weeks, and come to find out she was taking care of things back home because her own mom had passed away. So always, please just know, guys, my love and prayers are going out to all of you. I know your love is right here with me, and just because it's been several years, it still hurts that they're not here with us. It's easier to manage than it did initially, but I still miss my mom. She's not here to see all the wonderful things that the kids are doing and sharing in their achievements. But I know her love is here with me. So I just needed a break. I needed to distance myself from YouTube and focus more on family, especially this time of the year. And Easter, by the time this goes up, It's Easter, and although I'm not a super religious kind of person, and I highly respect anyone and their chosen faith that they choose to believe, I respect that. So I'm not going to push anything off onto anybody, but I think of this more as family time. My daughter's birthday is coming up this weekend. That was yesterday for you guys. So yeah, I thought I would get on here and kind of share a little bit of my thoughts of, one, why I didn't post any content this week, but also to share my love for you. And know that sometimes we need the time to rest and reflect and not put so much pressure on ourselves. So I thought I would get out here. I've been really struggling getting my walking in this year. You guys have seen on my Monday live streams, I have really been struggling. So I want to make that improvement this spring to get out and walk. And I've got the Walk Fit app on my phone as kind of like an added incentive to get me up and moving. And so far, I'm on day 2 days in a row. And so I'm hoping to keep that momentum going. And Stitch Budgets is one of my friends on, is it Fetch? No, not Fetch. Oh my goodness. I'll put the name right here. I can't think of what it's called. It's a little burby, little like a bird penguin character that you grow, that you help to grow by the activities that you do, your goals and your habits and things like that you do every day. It helps this little character to grow. I can't think of the name of the app, but she is one of my friends. Stitch Budgets is one of my friends on that app, and she's got it to where she and I are doing a walking challenge for the both of us. You know, like we're like teammates. So I'm holding up to my end of the challenge. So I don't want to let her down. And so, well, I've made my full circuit around, and I think I've chatted enough. But guys, I love all of you. Let's take a quick glance around the lake. This is just a beautiful lake that I like to walk around. Got to see my vehicle. But yeah, we used to bring the kids out here all the time. So it's not a cleaning vlog, but I hope it's an encouraging one for you to just sometimes today maybe hug a loved one or give them a phone call and let them know how much you love them. This is my way of letting you all know how much I love you, and I appreciate all of your encouragement, your support. That helps keep me motivated. But there are times when we go through periods of blah, I guess, so to speak, and I just needed my time to rest and recover from it and focus on my mental health, my family. So I hope that I can get back onto a regular schedule now. So I love you. We'll see you all together, and we will make positive changes, guys. Even though I might feel weird about it right now, I'm certain that we will make positive changes. I am determined to make positive changes. I might have to slow down or reduce my speed or my progress a little bit to kind of recoup, but I want to keep that momentum moving forward and not give up. I don't want to give up. I love you guys. Bye bye. Why did I say bye? I love you. See you next time. Did you think that's where I was going to stop? Well, it wouldn't be a vlog if I didn't do some kind of cleaning. So, let me show you what I have to deal with. Yeah, this is my kitchen right now. And this is not a very, this is not ideal, I will say. And that's only just part of it. I still have this over here. It's all a mess. I have this a little counter over there that we made right here. Got that. Don't pay attention to the dining room. Stove, of course. The countertops, sink, my island, and let's not forget my washer and dryer that I showed you a little bit of last time I vlogged. I still haven't done anything with it. So, I'm really bad at procrastinating, I will admit. Plus, I have, the laundry has piled up on the floor again. So, but my goal for today is the island. I feel like I need to do like a horse. You know how horses, they have those blinders? You know, I don't know where to put this. There we go. You know those blinders that you put on horses to help them focus on where they're going ahead and they're not distracted by things that's happening on either side of them. I use that kind of technique a lot for myself, especially when I'm just passing through a room that's all cluttered, and I get overwhelmed when I go into a room and I see so much clutter that I don't know where to start. I get overwhelmed. And then when I get overwhelmed, that's when I mentally and physically shut down. If it gets really bad. And so I will put my blinders on so I don't see the mess and I can just pass on through the room and not notice it. And I procrastinate. That's part of my procrastination technique, I think. Well, I'm going to use that same kind of technique, only it's actually in a productive way. Because looking at this room right now as it is, plus the hutch that I just showed you that's right behind the camera, and my washer and dryer that's right over here, I will definitely get to those. But what I want to show today is just the island. This is what I'm going to focus on today, is the island. So I'm going to put on my blinders, and let me see if I can do a little bit of a camera trick. See how I blocked off the counters all around, and all you see now is the island. That's what I'm going to do mentally for myself. So let's try to clean off this counter because I have a birthday to make a cake for, and I need a work surface to work on. I definitely will be doing the rest of the counter and the stove, but for today's video, to round it off, let's do a little bit of cleaning. Okay, here we go. anybody keep bread ties? I certainly do, because I can use them for other purposes, but I'm going to put these away. Well, there we go. I got my island all cleaned up and decluttered, cleaned, everything. I know I have a big mess for the rest of the kitchen, but I'm going to give myself a bit of a break since I've been working so hard so far. And I will tackle that, but you'll have to come back next vlog to see that, because I found out this week that I needed to disconnect myself for a little bit, kind of reevaluate my goals, and plan out rework out my plan on how I wanted to tackle the habits that I want to improve upon. Keeping my kitchen clean is one of those goals that I have for myself this year. It's just been very difficult because we're a family of 5 here in this house, and so it makes it difficult to try to keep up with some of the mess. I will tell you though, the dishes, even though there is a lot all around here, know this, it would be a whole lot worse if my daughter wasn't doing her part in keeping up with at least most of the dishes every night. And so I am very, very grateful for her help and her contribution. And this weekend is her birthday, so I have a cake to make. This is the book that I had here on this chair earlier when I first started, and I moved it out of the way so I wouldn't get it messed up. But I have a cake recipe in here that I need to write down the ingredients and make sure I have everything. I do need more flour. We definitely need flour. Sugar. We need more sugar. Definitely. I think there's probably enough in the container in the cabinet, but I know there's going to be other things that we'll want to be making in the next upcoming week. So definitely get more sugar. We have baking soda already. We have salt. I have plenty of butter. I'm going to go ahead and write down milk. I did buy a gallon of milk just like day before yesterday, I think. But my kids like to eat cereal and they drink milk a little bit more often than I do. So probably be best to stock up on a little bit of milk. We've got enough eggs for right now, especially with the prices that they are going for right now. I've got enough for eggs. Maraschino cherries. I have that. It says melted, 3 squares of melted unsweetened chocolate. Well, I have cocoa powder, but I don't think it's very much. I'm going to buy some more cocoa powder because we may want to make some other things in the future. And I already have that. And then it also calls for frost with chocolate cherry butter frosting. Let me look at that recipe real quick. Okay. And it's a buttercream frosting, chocolate butter frosting right here, I think. Oh, it's the chocolate cherry butter frosting. That's right. So butter, vanilla, salt. I've got plenty of confectioner's sugar, which is powdered sugar. Cream. Yes, I have cream. I do still have some cream. Because it doesn't go bad till... Well, no, I don't. No, I don't. I just now remembered when I was cleaning out the refrigerator last week, I had to dump it out because even though it had an expiration date that hadn't passed, I noticed something that I didn't like. And then there's enough. I think there's enough maraschino cherries. I'll go ahead and get the cherries. Maybe I'll put a question mark if I think. But there we go. So we've got everything we need. I've got it on my list, so I'll be going to the grocery store here in a little bit. So there we go. And this is the recipe book that I'm using. I showed this to you guys in a haul I made last year when I went thrifting. I found a lot of fun stuff, and this was one of them. Actually, no, this was one that... No, I didn't thrift this one. I actually ordered this on eBay. But this is the same cookbook that my mom was gifted when she and Dad were first married. My dad gifted this to her. And her original one got destroyed by mice. But I happened to find this on eBay. And this brings back so many memories because there's so many recipes out of this book that I remember, like making pancakes and baking powder biscuits and cakes and cookies and all kinds of things. So there we go. So there we go. I got my grocery list. I got my counter cleaned off, so I've got a work surface to work with. Yes, I have more of my kitchen to clean, but guys, I want to thank you guys for coming around and watching this mess of a woman trying to figure things out. And you would think that as old as I am, I would have a little bit more things under control, but you know what? That's the beauty of life. We never stop learning. And you know, I'm a prime example that you don't always know everything even as you grow older. There's still plenty of room to learn and grow and improve. And that's what I'm doing here on my channel, making positive changes in my life. And so I want to thank you guys for sticking around and putting up with me. And I absolutely adore each and every one of you. My love goes out to all of you. And I encourage all of you to seek out and work on a positive change for yourself and your life and your family. Because I know you're capable. You're all capable. And we can do this together. Let's just keep encouraging one another, guys. I love you. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.